At first glance, it looks like there's absolutely no problem with this website, like it's good. However, upon a deeper look, there is something there's something interesting that could be pushing people away. Let's talk about it. Hey, I'm Dan. I review local business websites in order to get the good and the bad and get some actionable insights that you can apply to your own website as well so you could get more bookings. Alright, so okay, let's start with the good thing, right? What was that? Sorry. Okay, they immediately convey what it is that they offer. In this case, they're a locksmith here in Red Deer, which is a good thing. So make sure that on your website, you should have the main service that you offer. Say if it's locksmith, then locksmith, and then the city that you're in, or at least your service area. Like those are the two main things that should be on the above the fold. Oh, by the way, above the fold is like this very first part before I even scroll down. Anything after scrolling is below the fold. If that makes sense. And then another good thing is this quality rating over 95%. Shoot. Why is that a button? That should not be a button. Okay. Anyway, this is a good thing because it's a social proof. So it builds trust. So people who arrived on this website and saw this, I would say they'd immediately find this business trustworthy. But do not make it a button. You can probably make it a button below the fold, but no. In here, above the fold, no. Because the main thing that should only be, or the main clickable thing on above the fold is your navigation and your calls to action. In this case, it would be contact us or get in touch, which I want to talk about next. Because in here, I didn't even know this was a button, but there are four main buttons, which is not good. So it's the social media, the get in touch, navigations, but let's not include that. And then there's also this leave a review, contact us, same as get in touch, and this button. There's this thing in marketing. There's this thing called analysis paralysis. I don't know if it only applies to marketing, but anyway, the main gist of it is that if a consumer is given too many options, they are more likely to actually choose none. And here you have about 4. If this is similar to your website, make sure to listen. Hey, in the above the fold, the main call to action should only be one, and that is to get in touch with you. But if you're a high ticket business, you can also have a secondary button, but it is still to explore your business, explore the website, or still get in touch with you. Something like that. And in here, there are so many things. So it's like you're pushing them away by sending them to a different website. Not good. And then you're pushing them to leave a review in Google when they haven't even done any business with you. So for this Google review, it would be a lot ideal if you can just do this through text or through email, or perhaps even in person. Like you can ask them to leave you a review, but never on the above the fold. It's a waste of space and like an extra action button that will basically just confuse them. And yes, of course, Google reviews are important, but again, you don't ask it on the above the fold of your homepage. And the social media, this one is even worse, I would say. I mean, at least it's not that big here, like it's only subtle. But the reason why you don't put your social media links on the above the fold is if they go to these pages, to say to Facebook, they will be bombarded with a bunch of distractions. So in this case, I have a lot of notifications. I can just go back to Facebook homepage, and then I will be doing some doom scrolling, and then after that, which I won't do. But say I do, then chances are I've already forgotten all about your business. So yeah, never put your social media links on above the fold. Put it on the footer. It should only be like a secondary thing from the website Because even the goal of your social media is to get them to your website or to immediately book, right? You're not really, it's not really the other way around where you point the website to the Facebook. Like, it's the other way around. Your website is your like digital hub kind of thing. So all of your digital marketing efforts should be leading back to your website. Okay. Oh, this is another problem with the button. So again, the main buttons here that are definitely more prominent is this one, the award, and then the Google review. Like, those are the ones that immediately grabbed my attention, which is not ideal. Ideally, it should be the contact us or get in touch. So in order to do that, this should have a vibrant color, not just white. In fact, having this white text on slightly light background, there's a filter, but it's still really hard to read and it doesn't really stand out amongst the design. So since you have a red on your design, you could make this red and a lot bigger, maybe even bold or strong font to make sure it stands out. Yeah, so I guess 3 things here. Remove this, don't make this 4 things. Sorry, remove this, and then don't make this a button. Keep it here, but don't make it a button. And then there's the contact us. Change the color of this to something way more prominent, like red, and make it bigger too. So it's the main thing that the visitor will see, like the very first thing that they will be attracted to. Okay. There are more things. Okay, let's talk about the SEO first. Locksmith and Red Deer. Oh, okay, they're doing SEO good. So for your website, make sure that you implement the same concept I talked about before. Basically, the main keyword, or in this case, the service that you offer, locksmith, and then in Red Deer, your city, and then followed by the business name. Then it should also be like the main keyword should also be in the description, which is locksmith in Red Deer. So that's good. You should follow a similar framework here. Headings. Okay, that's good. So they're doing the SEO correctly, which is really great. You can get some tips here. So, why is the H1 this? I did not see this. Where does it go to locksmith? That's actually interesting. Where is that? Oh, this is the H1. Then what about this? Okay, I guess that one is kind of a mistake maybe. Because this one ideally should be the H1. Let's see if it's... Technically, it still has the main keyword, Red Deer and locksmith. So it's slightly okay. But that would also mean that there's a text before the H1. Anyway, and the point is, your H1 should also be similar to how the meta title is. So there's the main keyword and then the city that you're in. And then there should only be H1. Like, it's so freaking common to see websites with a lot of H1, and that confuses Google, and chances are if you're doing that, you might not show up in the search results. Like, it's different for Google Business Profile, and it's also a separate algorithm for the website itself. So yeah, let's see if it's mobile friendly. Inspect, let's see. Okay, it is mobile friendly. So yeah, the one thing that stands out again is the Google review, which is not what we want. We want this to stand out, the main call to action button, the contact us. Okay. There are more things here, honestly, but time's up. Sorry, it's 10 minutes. I can see it's the time here. So now, if you want your website to be reviewed as well and get some actionable insights on what you can do to make sure you get more bookings through your website, make sure to click the link in the description below. All right, see ya.